Hi, it's Anathea, your Divine Feminine Educator, evolutionary astrologer, and the Love Card Lady. And we have an exciting month for April. I'm really honing in on Venus and what she's up to because she's going to be beginning the month in her exalted degree and ending the month in her exalted degree. What is her exalted degree and what the heck does that mean? Exalted degree, it's just 1 degree out of all of the zodiac signs and everything, and it's in Pisces. It's 27 degrees Pisces. And she's going to be at the exalted degree at the very last day of March and the first day of April. And then again at the end of April, 24th, 25th, and 26th. So mark your calendar, very first day of April, and then the end of the month, April 24th, 25th, and 26th. So what does exalted means? It means that it's a degree at which she can express her most positive traits. And what are her positive traits? Beauty, harmony, peace, love, connection. So pay attention to those days. April 1st, which is April Fool's Day, and then the 24th, 25th, and 26th. So let's go through the month and let's talk about what she's up to. Well, first of all, I want to mention last month, March 22nd, that she came into union with the sun. So here she was, and I don't know if you know this, but she is alternates between being in the sky as an evening star, and then she has a union with the sun. So when she gets into the light of the sun, she disappears because the sun is so bright. So she disappears, and then she comes out as a morning star. And then she gets closer to the sun again 9.5 months later on the other side of the earth. And then she disappears for a while and then comes out as an evening star. She has been doing this for eons. She's the third brightest light in the sky: sun, moon, and then Venus. Venus is the brightest star in the sky. So start paying attention to her. This is why I'm so hot on Venus and doing the Venus vibes, because when you start tuning into her, she has many gifts to offer you. By the way, Venus is also about money. I talk a lot about relationship, but Venus is also about money. So call in money on April 1st and call in money on April 24th, 25th, and 26th. Pisces, she'll be in Pisces, 27 degrees Pisces, and Pisces is the sign that is very spiritual. It's considered very spiritual amongst many other different things. But take a moment to be quiet and call in abundance during those days. Okay, so this magical, powerful rhythm of evening star disappearing in the light of the sun or the rays of the sun, and then coming out as the morning star, and then going again with the sun, and then coming out into the evening star. This has been going on for eons, and it creates, and I've shown this before, it creates this beautiful 5-star harmonic. This is the sun, this is Venus, and there's Earth. And so as Venus goes around the sun and as Earth goes around the sun, they do kind of like a little cat and mouse chase. And this is the web of harmony that is created over eons of time. And so that's why I feel that tuning into this, we're going from the 4th harmonic to the 5th harmonic. And this is tuning into Venus helps you raise your vibration. And that's what we really need right now. Let me give you some other really special dates: April 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. So what's happening is she's going backwards, and she's going backwards in retrograde with Mercury. And so all this relationship stuff could be coming up for you right now. And so she's coming closer and closer to Saturn. April 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, she will be exactly conjunct at the same degree, 25 degrees, for those 4 days. April 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. So watch out for those days as well, because this is Venus, Mercury, and Saturn. Now Mercury won't be at that exact degree, but Venus and Saturn will. Well, what is that about? Venus is about love and money and abundance. And Saturn is the taskmaster. It's the teacher. It's the one that wants to have you learn something. So this is about lessons in relationship. So pay attention to those days as well. And then the April the 12th, she's going backwards towards Saturn, right? She starts off the month in her exalted degree, but she's still going backwards. And then she comes together with Saturn for those 4 days, April 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. And then she keeps going backwards all the way, one more degree to 24 degrees. And she stations on April the 12th. So that's another powerful day. She stops and she's in stillness. And so then she starts moving forward. Now, what could happen that day? Well, just pay attention to it because this is, it's like kind of like a journey of self-exploration as it relates to the cosmos. That's why I love astrology so much. And so April the 12th, it's like all of this hard work, all the, she's going to have been with Saturn and Mercury communicating, learning lessons around communication. And so then it's going to station and maybe things will like start to clear up. Because then she's going to start going forward, but then she's going to go back to Saturn, but in a whole new way, because she will have collected some good information that she wants to help you understand. And so then on April the 22nd, and that's 2-2, I'm into numerology also, 22 is 2-2. This is about cooperation and partnership. She's going to be with Saturn again, lessons around relationship, and with the North Node. Now, that's a whole other description of what the North Node is. I did a class on it. The nodes, the North Node and the South Node, we are currently, and this is an 18-month cycle when the nodes shift. These nodes are in polarity, and it's basically the portal through which you came, okay? And right now, the portal that is, because the portal that you came in on is the portal you came in on, but then it keeps on moving, right? And so it has a deep story around you and your soul's purpose, okay? And these nodes keep on moving, okay? And people come in, people are being born, and wherever those nodes are, that's the portal that they come in on. So the portal that we are currently in right now is Pisces, Virgo, balancing doing Virgo with being, balancing nothing's ever good enough with all is well, And so everything right now, all this focus is on the North Node because there's besides Saturn and Venus, there's a boatload of other planets up there as well in that area. I call it the choo-choo train, but really what it is we're in a birthing canal. We're really having to dissolve old belief systems, having to learn to let go, open our hearts, and step into our passion and our creative expression. That's what's happening right now when I look at the astrology. Okay, so Venus is coming back. So she dances backwards. She meets up with Mercury and she meets up with Saturn. Okay, we got to learn better about relationship and communication. Then she's dancing forward and they have new information. She comes back to Saturn. And another way I could think about that too, this is fun. She dances backwards. She meets up with Saturn. Mercury's there too. They have a conference about how to learn to be better communicators. Then she steps away for a moment. She stations. She thinks about it. Okay, I get it. I understand. So she marches forward. This is what she already knows, of course, but she's wanting to gift you this information, right? So she moves forward and she comes back with Saturn with the North Node. And this is a collective North Node, meaning everybody is in this North Node in Pisces. So it's like she comes back and she's helping with Saturn and the North Node. I hope I'm making sense to say, oh, we all need each other. We all are connected. See, this is what Pisces is. And Neptune is there, by the way, too, which Neptune is the ruler of Pisces. So I'm really just trying to hone in on what Venus is doing without making it even more elaborate. I want to keep it simple. But there is a huge party going on to help you open your heart, have more compassion, dissolve belief systems that are getting in your way to really connect and communicate in a way that's more functional and more practical and make things work better in your relationships and really help you understand too that what the work that you do is for the collective as well. If you can become a better communicator, if you can become better in your relationships, if you can create more harmony within yourself, then you're actually helping the collective as well. This is important right now for us to understand. We may come from different star seeds or starships. I heard this one, but right now, man, we are all in the same boat. And that's what we really need to get. Okay, so April 12th, she had her meeting with Saturn. She went back and she thought about it. She stationed direct, and then she started moving forward, talking back to Saturn and helping the collective move forward with this newfound awareness of how to connect, be in relationship in a better way. And then that's April the 22nd when they meet Saturn. She meets up with Saturn again. And as this big conference happens, the moon, because the moon moves very quickly, and the moon is the illuminator, right? The moon comes and kind of gifts her shining light through, because the moon passes through in one day. So that is going to be on April the 24th. I mean, it's just really magical when I look at this and how to give it a true voice of how these planets and the cosmos really moves to really support you. But this is what Venus is up to. And after, Venus and then the moon and Saturn and Mercury, after the moon comes and sheds a light on this Saturn, Venus, Mercury conference that has been happening, then Venus goes back into her exalted degree, which means giving the best of Venus qualities, right? Not compassion, well, I mean, compassion, but love, harmony, good relating, good times, even abundance and money, right? And she's going to stay on that exalted degree for April 24th, 25th, and 26th. And then she will go in, end the month, April the 30th, and it's called ingress. She's going to move into Aries. So Pisces is the last sign, and Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. And that's why I'm calling this, we are in this birthing canal, because it's not just Venus that's there. There's a lot going on, but I'm really just wanting to hone in on Venus and what she's up to. And so ends the month with a burst of passion and, okay, I got the information and let's move forward. And let's, Aries is that singular. Aries is the individual. Aries is here I am. But she is helping you to really, in the month of April, kind of like step back, realize, learn how to relate better. And that can really ultimately be how to relate better with yourself, how to be with yourself on a deeper level and create more harmony where there might be anxiety, right? Or confusion or chaos. And then to be able to come back out and be more empowered within yourself. That is what Venus is offering you for the month of April. So remember, pay attention to these dates. She's going to come in the very first day of April in an exalted degree, 27 degrees of Pisces. And so April the 1st, ask for money, ask for abundance, ask for harmony in your relationships. Then April 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, she's going to have a conference call with Saturn, right? Learning more about relationships. Saturn's the teacher. Venus is about relationships, learning about relationships. April the 12th, after that conference that she has, she's going to go back and she's going to think about it. And then because she's going backwards, right? Retrograde. And that's when she stations, April the 12th. Then she comes back to talk to Saturn some more. She gets the whole collective involved with the North Node in Pisces. And then once they reconvene and have that reevaluation after she's thought about it, then the moon comes and shines her light, like anointing this newfound knowledge and wisdom that she has the wisdom. She's giving this to you, okay? And then she ends the month for 3 days in the exalted degree, again, 27 Pisces, on the 24th, 25th, and 26th. So pay attention, ask for abundance, ask for harmony in your relationships. And then at the last day of the month, she bursts into Aries and says, I got it, here I am in all my glory. So Have fun with that. April should be a really fun month. We're still in that birthing canal. What are you birthing? And where is this in your chart? Because there's different areas of your natal chart. And this, where Venus is doing this magic, is in a certain area of your chart. And when you understand what area of your chart that it's actually working on, you can work even more effectively with this information and this energy. Okay, please like, subscribe, share this video. I really want to get my Venus vibes out to help people really step into this place of the magic that Venus has to offer you. Have a great day. Namaste.